Kia ora koutou. I just want to share a very powerful and simple healing technique that you can use to release the trauma that you're experiencing right now, to release the trauma that you experience from your body right now. Now, this technique is based on a particular part of our traditional Māori practices that we use when we're going on the marae. And it relates to the Hāriru process, to the process when we are greeting everybody with our hongi and with our kihi and with our welcoming them on our marae. Now, when I'm speaking about trauma, I'm speaking about the suppressed negative emotions, thoughts, and feelings and sensations that you have stored within your body, within different areas of your body. And for most women, the area that's affected the most is anything to do with our pelvic area, with our hips, with our reproductive area. That's where most of our trauma, or most of the suppressed negative emotions, feelings, and sensations sit. Now, they're also in other areas of the body, and I will show you how you can release the suppressed negative emotions and feelings from any area of your body once I start explaining the technique. So, with this technique, you have to be very, very calm and peaceful throughout the whole process, because while you are actually releasing negative emotions that have been suppressed from your body will start reacting, and it'll start, it will start making you believe that you are back in that situation. But what I want you to do is move past those feelings, because they are only thoughts and they are only feelings and sensations, and that is it. They are only energy. So throughout this process, what I want you to do is overcome and go beyond those kind of feelings, go beyond the negative sensations that will arise. Now, it's only going to arise for a few seconds, maybe even a minute or so. But if you can overcome that, if you can go beyond that feeling, then everything will start to subside and everything will become lighter and lighter and lighter. Now, just like everything else that you're going to try for the first time, it may be a little bit difficult and your body will react to it, because it won't like the change that you are putting it through. It'll be just like a child, when you want the child to do something that it's not normally does, that the child doesn't normally do, it starts to throw a tantrum. So your body's going to do the same, because it knows that you want to change what it's been doing for a long time, probably throughout your whole lifetime, and it won't like that. So it'll start throwing a tantrum. It'll start throwing a tantrum by bringing up all these emotions within you while you're doing this process. Now, it may feel like that all the emotions are coming up at once, but that's good, because that means that you're ready to release them, that you're ready to let go of them. Okay, so if you have any questions about this, before we even go into the process, then pop them below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Okay, so the process, for those who don't know anything about my culture or anything about our traditional Māori practices, so a hāriru is when we welcome people onto the marae. With the hongi is when we press our noses together, because we're sharing our essence and we are sharing each other's breath, and our breath is our life. And so when we are doing a hongi, we are expressing our presence and we're expressing our lives to each other. The other thing about the hāriru process is we are welcoming and we are accepting that presence of the other person that we are greeting into our lives and into our space and onto our marae. And when we do a hongi, we also usually shake hands, like in a handshake, And we also kiss each other on the cheeks. But traditionally, it's just a hongi. But it's the same process. All we're doing is welcoming that person, that soul, the presence of that soul in our space and on our marae. So it's a little bit different of when you meet somebody for the first time from a Western perspective, from a Pākehā perspective. When you meet somebody for the first time and you shake their hand and you say hello, it's a little bit different because a hāriru and a hongi goes in a little bit deeper when we're actually welcoming, accepting and loving that person's presence in our space and on our marae. So how does it fit into a healing process? How does it fit into you being able to release all the suppressed and negative emotions and sensations that you're feeling within your body? It's the same process. With the negative emotions or feelings or sensations, you are welcoming them into your body, into your space. You are accepting those negative emotions and feelings and sensations within your space, because prior to that you were trying to push them away, you were resisting them, you didn't want them near you didn't want them in your space, you didn't welcome them. And so from that perspective, from an energetic perspective, that's resisting them. That's resisting your feelings, that's resisting your negative emotions and feelings, because most of the time we've been taught that they're not good for us, that you should resist them, that you should push them away. But in this process, what you're going to do the opposite. You are going to welcome, you're going to accept them, and you're going to love the negative feelings and sensations that are going to arise within you while you're doing this process. Okay, so how do you do it? What I want you to do is I want you to find a quiet space that you can go and just relax and be calm and peaceful and not disturbed. 5 minutes. It's going to take less than that, but it'll take give yourself 5 minutes. Now, what I want you to do is when you're in that space, I want you to just close your eyes, and I want you to go and focus your energy on the part of your body. I was suggesting your uterus. I want you to focus your energy on your uterus, on your whare tangata. Focus your energy within your whare tangata. And I want you to just sit in there for a little while, and I want you to feel a negative feeling or sensation while you're just focusing in there. As soon as you hit that spot, it'll come up immediately. You'll be able to feel that negative sensation and feeling immediately, because it knows it's going to be released, and it knows that you're ready to release it. So it'll come up quite quickly. Now, what I want you to do once you actually feel it, I want you to just allow it to be there, allow it to be right in front of you, allow you to feel it, and then I want you to start welcoming it, just like you do when you are giving that person the hongi. I want you to do the same kind of thing. I want you to accept its presence and welcome its presence within your whare tangata. Now, no matter what actually happens and no matter what you're feeling right now, I just want you to stay in that energy of the welcoming and the accepting energy. And I want you to just to feel what's actually happening with that energy. Don't indulge in it and don't engage with it. I just want you to feel it and then observe it, because you are the one observing what's actually happening. You're not the actual negative emotion or sensation. And so at first it may seem quite a bit rocky, it may seem quite heavy, and you may feel a little bit of fear, anxiety. I can feel anxiety, fear, anxiety, or worry about going in that area. But just allow those sensations and just allow those emotions to just pass as you continue to welcome and accept that negative sensation, that negative emotion that you've been holding within your whare tangata for a while now, and just welcome and accept it. And just stay in that energy for a few seconds, because it'll get lighter and lighter and lighter. Now, once it starts getting lighter, you will feel it start to dissipate. As you are doing that, I want you to bring the energy of love into that area. I want you to bring the energy of love into your whare tangata and within that area. Once you do that, that sensation will go, because it knows that it's loved, and it knows that you've welcomed it and accepted it, because that's what it's been wanting from you since the time it was created. It just wanted to be welcomed, accepted and loved, because it's just energy. It's all it has been from the time it was created. It's only just been energy, but you've believed it to be an emotional negative feeling or thought. So just continue to love and accept it and welcome it, and then it would dissipate. It'll let itself go. You're allowing it to go. You're allowing it to be released from your body. Now, as you're doing that, I want you to breathe in through your nose. Just hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out, and allow the sensation, allow the energy just to go. Because when you're breathing, what you're doing is you're relaxing your whole body and you're allowing it to go. You're not holding on to it and you're not contracting your body. You're opening yourself up for healing to occur. All right, now when you're ready, open your eyes and just relax, and that's it, and that's pretty much done. Now you can do that process with anything that you're suffering from. So if you have cancer, if you have diabetes, if you have depression, if you have a sore, if you've got pains in your hip, like I have, then use that process on that particular area within your body. And just remember, like we do in our Hāriru, you're welcoming, you're accepting, and you're loving the presence of that energy within your body. Because that's all it wants, is it wants to be welcomed, accepted and loved, because it's just energy. And it's your energy. So, give that a go, and I promise you, if you keep doing that on the particular area of your body that's in pain, or that you are suffering from, or the disease that you're suffering from, that disease or that pain will go away. I promise you this. So keep doing it, and let me know what happens, and let me know the results that you have. And also, if you have any questions, then pop them below. I'll be happy to get your feedback, and I'll be happy to help you further. Mōrī ora.